If you want to integrate sustainable practices, it starts at the beginning. It's very difficult to start a design process and go backwards once you're 30, 40% in and be like, okay, now we're going to make it sustainable. It has to start from the beginning.
There's long been an acknowledgement in the architecture profession that the buildings that we design have a tremendous impact on the environment. And that's decisions we make about what materials to use, the size and the massing of the building that would contribute to its energy use. Designing sustainably is a sliding scale, and it's about big decisions as well as little day-to-day decisions. And these tools have made it easier to understand the consequences of those little decisions along the way.
We integrate sustainability from the very onset of the project, and we use Autodesk software such as Revit, even in early concept programming phases, to understand the site, its location, its environmental qualities. Things as simple as daylight, understanding how do we respond to the temperatures, the humidity, and using plugins to understand daylight quality and orientation of the building.
Being able to visualize in 3 dimensions has been a game changer, not just in helping us to validate our decisions, but to explain to clients and help them understand the impacts of what we're proposing. Revit has become a foundation of all of these other tools that get layered on. It's such a robust foundation for all of that that really has transformed the industry.
Everything that we do revolves around data, around the projects and managing that data. All of our design information. It's really challenging for us as an engineering firm in the AEC industry, but also a challenge for our clients.
We're trying early on in any project during the very early concepts phase, try and have the reality capture data from that site brought in to the architects so that they can do their thing.
Reality capture is the foundation for just about everything we do, and we need to bring all that data into our design software, be it Civil 3D or Autodesk Revit. And Recap Pro is the common denominator that takes all that dissimilar data and able to bring that together and make that available to our design and engineering staff.
We do a lot of stormwater management, also water, wastewater work, and the Autodesk products support sustainability throughout the project lifecycle. So things like Civil 3D, storm and sanitary analysis, Autodesk Recap Pro. The grading tools that we have available in Civil 3D allows us to do our grading design and analysis a lot faster and calculate volumes, quantity takeoffs, earthwork calculations, those types of things inside of Civil 3D. Without those tools, that would make that a lot more difficult and the process would be much lengthier.
Sustainability is complex. There are as many different ways of finding a window into sustainable design thinking as there are people and interests. BCJ has always been a firm that cares very deeply about designing for place and people. We want to make sure that the buildings are beloved and that they'll last a long time, that there's enough flexibility in their design that they can be modified over time, but it's really about longevity.
Sustainability is critical in our design approach. Climate change is affecting not just our generation, but the future generation. So in our design process, I think we use sustainability as not a layered on approach, but an integrated approach. So it's fundamental to the design and the space.
Sustainability belongs right at the forefront of an engineer's mind in the current climate. The engineer is called to protect the public welfare, and we need to be mindful of that public welfare beyond our own generation. We have amazing tools now to do that. I hope all of the engineers out there are open to using the tools and open to the mindset of it's not going to cost more when your time horizon is 50, 100 years. It's going to cost less.